Hello and welcome back to the Life, Unity, and Freedom channel. I am your host, Max. So, America, the greatest country in the world, right? The greatest country in the world with the highest population of incarcerated people at 1.8 million. The greatest country in the world that has been brainwashing its own civilians for decades. USA has been brainwashing or trying to brainwash us for decades, right? Since its inception, probably, with propaganda campaigns, divisive, messages, and that's where some of us wonder why we got to where we're at right now in the state of the nation. And it's crazy to me how many people push back, people that are in the lower working class, people that might be earning not even $50,000 a year, probably, or maybe more, who knows, right? But people that clearly are not, multimillionaires or billionaires, and they all seem to think that it's okay for us not to have basic human rights, right? Like they think it's crazy that we ask for free healthcare. They think it's crazy for us to ask for unions. They think it's crazy for us to want a bigger minimum wage across the country. They think it's crazy that we ask for more time off, right? For those who don't really get a lot of time off in their jobs. They think it's crazy that people should, they don't want more immigrants here. They think it's crazy that we have so many immigrants. Like the list goes on and on. And this, of course, has happened in a long period of time because of brainwashing that typically politicians and those in power do and have been doing for a very long time. I mean, how twisted is it that a person earning $50,000 a year gets upset on the fact that you're criticizing a person like Elon Musk that's making this he's like worth $500 billion, and they think that you're a hater for pointing out facts about this individual that's worth more money than I'm probably like multiple states, you can say, like that amount of money is money that an individual would never even be able to spend in multiple lifetimes, not even all his family. And you have this person here that earns $50,000 defending an oligarch and calling you a hater or things of that nature. Like that just goes to show you how deep and ingrained the brainwashing is. That's the name of the game. The brainwashing has been implemented for far so long that it's people just don't think that they deserve better. People think that it's okay to be given to keep getting scraps from the government. They don't think that they deserve a better life. They think that what they have, is okay. And it's okay to have 700 billionaires in the country because that equals to a successful country. And that's just not the way it is. Trickle-down economics is not a thing. It's been a lie since the first time that they mentioned that back in the Ronald Reagan administration. And the same thing that they were implementing back then in the late 70s, early 80s is the same thing that they're implementing now. It's the same concept. And they use religion, Christian nationalism as the excuse. But when you dig deep in regards to that, you come to find out that that's just not a religious, individual or administration or party. They just use it to lie to people, to get your vote, to then go on and do whatever they want. How many politicians do we have that are supposedly representing the Republicans or Democrats that are passing laws that only benefit the rich? I mean, we have so much technology now that we can find out all that information. And let's just be real. If you're in Congress, a congressman or woman They're earning close to $200,000 a year or more. So just imagine that you have politicians earning $250,000 a year, and yet we don't have laws that benefit us. And as time has passed in the past 10 years, we even have laws that are being removed, laws that had been in place for 50 years. But yet you still have those many millions of people that believe that yes, it's okay. That's okay. They're doing a good job by removing laws that would benefit the working class, the masses. And that just goes to show you that they are, the level of brainwashing in this country is so deeply ingrained in people that it seems like it's impossible for it to be undone. But it's not, it just that it's been happening for far so long that it's going to take a lot of work to undo the wrong. Not impossible, but it is a gigantic task. But that's the reason why we're where we're at. Because people are institutionalized. They've been brainwashed to think that what they're giving us, the scraps, are more than enough, and we shouldn't be complaining. Yet those in power and the oligarchs keep getting richer and richer and richer. So much so that an average CEO makes over 300 times more than a regular employee. When back in the 50s and 60s, it was only 20 times more. Now it's over 300 times more. And to those watching, look it up. It is information that is right there for us. I'm not just making this stuff up. It's right there. And anybody that's earning $200,000 a year or less, you should be, upset about this. How could you not be? Cost of living is not cheaper. Groceries are not cheaper. We're not getting any additional benefits. We don't get paid child care. We don't get free college. We don't get free health care. And we're the richest country in the world. How can that be? How can we not have free college for everybody? But yet we have 700 billionaires that keep getting tax cuts and keep getting richer. But we can't get free college. Why do we need private schools? Why can't it all be equal? Equal schools, free school for everyone. Billionaires get free tax cuts. Why can't we get free college? Why can't we bring unions back? Who cares that Trump wants to bring corporations back? No, bring unions back so that we can have a voice. In the United States, we have under 10% of companies that have unions. That's a gigantic problem. And it all started during Nixon and Reagan, and now all the way up to now, we have less than 10% companies that have unions. All those things are things that benefit the working class. And there's too many people in the working class that think that these things that are in place right now are okay. And if we're asking for more, that we shouldn't be. We should just shut up and not ask for more. And it's sad because they're too stupid to understand that they were brainwashed. That's just the truth. But again, it's just going to take work and time. And we have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be willing to put in the work, like myself and many others, to educate people as best as we can. And whoever wants to listen, good. And whoever doesn't want to listen, too bad. I mean, you can only do so much. But we have to put in the work. And we have to educate people. And we have to speak out. And we have to press our congressmen and women, because they're there to represent us. And they're getting paid pretty good money to represent us. They're not doing it for free. All those senators and congressmen, they're getting paid at least $200,000 a year or more. The Speaker of the House gets paid probably $500,000 or more. It's all online. We can all check it. So knowing that all those senators and Congress people that are representing us, doesn't matter if you're a red state or blue state, that's just BS. They're there to represent us, and they're getting paid $250,000 probably to do that. So it is their job to represent us, and we have to press them to pass laws that benefit us and you and your family, not them. that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me again in the Live Unity and Freedom channel. I am your host, Max. Thank you so much for all your support. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. And until next time, everybody take care, stay safe, peace to everybody, and I'll catch you on the next episode.